Fee schedule has day passes for residents at $4 per person, but that's with the purchase of a resident day punch card. So it's $20 for the card, but then that's 4 entries for that. If you don't have a card or you're a non-resident, it's $6 per person per day. If you're a resident, but you're not going to swim, maybe you've got some grandkids or you're babysitting and you're going to go out in street clothes. Resident is $2 to access the deck, and a non-resident, non-swimmer or guardian is $4. For a season pass, a resident single is $60. A resident family is $120 plus $10 per person in excess of 4. A non-resident single is $120. Same thing, plus $10 per person in excess of 4. We do have a discount for veterans and seniors over 62, only for city residents though. A veteran or resident over 62 is $30 for a single pass, and again, that's not available for non-residents. Then we also have shelter rentals. Our shelters may take a little bit of time before we're ready to have those ready for reservation, but we've got the rates set. The indoor shelter that gives you access also to the shaded area, you would still need to purchase a pool pass, but the shelter rental is $150 a day. There's an additional $100 refundable key and cleaning deposit, but if you turn the key in and clean it nicely, you get your deposit back. For a non-resident, it's $250 a day, plus a $100 refundable deposit. The red sail panel cabanas are $25 an hour, but if you have a season pass, it's $20 an hour. The family shelter area by the mechanical building is $10 per bay, and there's 3 bays, so if you wanted the whole thing, it's $30 an hour. Or it's $20 an hour if you have a season pass. So a little bit of a discount and incentive for people to purchase season passes. The other thing that we really wanted to do is make this an inclusive facility. And it is a costly facility, but to serve the entire region, we made an offer to some of the neighboring municipalities that if they wish to partner with the city financially, their residents would have residential rates as well. And those communities include the Ho-Chunk Nation, City of Nakusa, Village of Port Edwards, Village of Buren, Town of Grand Rapids, Town of Port Edwards, Town of Saratoga, Town of Seneca, Town of Siegel, I believe also the Town of Rudolph and Village of Rudolph. And if those communities wish to partner, they'd get the same rights and privileges and rates as city residents. They have been notified of that opportunity, and if they're interested, we can do some presentations. We've made some presentations already. With our review and operation of the facility in response to the COVID pandemic, we had some concerns about the capacity of the facility. The capacity is 822. We felt that trying to maintain social distancing would be challenging with that many people here, so we have reduced the capacity during the pandemic to 400, and so we will be counting people as they come and go. Once we reach 400, we're going to have people wait. We also established the geographical limitations, and those limitations are essentially to the same municipalities that we offered the partnering opportunities, and those are the ones immediately surrounding the community. And the reason for that is twofold. One is normally we would want to encourage people from a longer ways away, Stevens Point, Marshfield, Adams Friendship, wherever. But during the pandemic, we really don't want to try to encourage that. We want to encourage people to, safer at home. So this does allow local folks to still enjoy the pool, but it tries to minimize some of the possibility of community spread. The other reason is that we also would like to have opportunities for people locally to stay home and do things here rather than travel long distances to find something to do. So those are the few reasons why we implemented the geographical limitations. For patron information, we'll be signing, providing signs. If anyone is exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19, they'll be asked to leave. It may be a bit time consuming, but we will be getting registration information from all patrons so that if we do discover that we had someone who was infected, we have the ability to contact anyone that was at the facility that day. We will be doing additional cleaning and disinfection and changing our staff practices. And ultimately, we'll be continually evaluating the prevalence of COVID-19 in the community. If we start to see that there's significant evidence of community spread or any widespread increase, we will be partnering with the Wood County Health Department and making determinations whether we can stay open or not. Obviously, we'd like to stay open and provide great service to the community, but at the same time, as a municipality, we always have that responsibility to promote health and safety, and people look to us to make those decisions that are in their best interest. So we'll be doing that. So typically we'll stay open as long as we have staff to stay open. Once the college kids start going back to school, high school kids start getting back into their sports routine, it is very challenging to stay open up until Labor Day. Typically that last week of August, we'd be struggling to keep help. That said, we'll stay open as long as we have people to work here, but I do not anticipate that we would stay open past Labor Day. So not at this point in time. If you wanted to purchase a season pass for a family, we could make that happen. But we are working out our concessions menu and all of the computer and logistics. Even some of our programming is not completely dialed in just because there's a lot of things going on yet, because we are still finishing the project. So we'll be challenged, as we move forward. It'll be an exciting opportunity, and we look forward to be able to create a programming schedule that really fits the community well. We have some features outside the park also, the park itself. So we've got the playground area, there's a splash pad. That splash pad will probably be open before we open the pool, and it'll stay open after the pool's closed. So even if someone doesn't have the desire to use the facility or maybe the financial means to come as often as they want, we still have the outdoor shelter. We still have a fantastic brand new playground. It's got a soft surface, so it's safe. There's plenty of seating for family. There's some traditional swings, climbing equipment, and then the splash pad itself. And that splash pad is also lit, and we will leave it active so someone can trigger it. So if they're going, we've got lots of trails and sidewalks through the park. If someone comes down in the evening, tentatively we'll keep it up till 10 p.m. If they turn it on, there's LED lighting with the water, so it'll be very attractive. And for folks that come by the pool at night, the pool has some accent lighting, and it's absolutely beautiful. So it'll be a destination for folks to use even after the pool activities are done for the day.